Shalom. First and foremost, all praises go unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakah Kadash. And these devils are hurt. All right. Esau, Edom is hurt to the core, man. All right. These devils are being exposed on every level and they can't take it. Okay. All of the, for all of the rhetoric, and all of the hate that Esau has spewed within the time of his rulership, it's now come to the time where these things are coming back on him. All right, these things are starting to rear its ugly head upon Esau, Edom. All right, and so much so to the point where his kingdom is falling, and the minds of the people which he once had in derision are now starting to question this man, are now starting to heavily scrutinize this man and his entire history. Okay. So what I have here is this Newsweek article, and the title is Ron DeSantis pushes Florida bill to protect white people, which they're not white, they're Edomites, all right, from guilt about racist past. You see, so rather than address the problem that the racism has caused, these devils would rather cover it up. All right, as so to make these things seem as though they've never been. All right, and this is all a part of biblical prophecy coming to pass. Okay, that Esau, Edom, that the Edomites, okay, that shameful spewing would come upon their glory. All right, so now these devils are having to deal with the repercussions of their wickedness throughout their history. All right, especially the wickedness that they have perpetuated upon the Israelites. All right, now is the time where, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai has put the spirit of remembrance upon Esau, all right, back in the earth. Because there was a time where this man seemed as though, he was perfect, where he could do no wrong, where, it seemed as though Esau, Edom was the beacon, was, the pillar of righteousness, all right, which that was never the case. But once again, there was that veil of enchantment that was upon the people. So you believe that white was right, you actually had it in your mind to where you thought that it would be better to be white because the Edomites had it so good, but now what's being brought out is that Esau has it good at the expense of others, you see, and that for the longest time they've exploited that to their advantage. All right, but I'm not gonna ramble on no more. We're gonna go ahead and get into this article. All right. So it says Governor Ron DeSantis attempts to ban critical race theory in Florida moved forward on Tuesday as an educational panel gave first approval to a bill that would prohibit schools and private businesses from making people feel guilt about the country's racist past. The state's Republican-controlled Senate Education Committee approved the legislation called Individual Freedom in a vote along party lines. The bill would bar employers from subjecting any individual as a condition of employment, membership, certification, licensing, credentialing, or passing an examination to training, instruction, or any other required activity that promotes certain concepts related to race and racism. Okay, so this bill is basically to block out the truth of the Edomites' treachery upon the earth, especially within Babylon the Great. This is what this is all about, because like I said, now, through the internet, through the prophets, all right, this devil is being heavily scrutinized. All right, everything about this, about this devil's rulership is being questioned. All right, because in the wake of George Floyd, with George Floyd has been happening since we got off the boat, man. George Floyd has been happening since 70 AD. You see, but in 2020, what I'm saying, when George Floyd was killed, that was kind of an awakening for a lot of people to realize how corrupt and how evil that this system truly is. All right, just how wicked that this system truly is against the Israelites. You see, and also to show that nothing has really changed. All right, and the Most High allowed that to happen for a reason. All right, and that was very spiritual. You know what happened to George Floyd, if you can receive it, because with that Edomite cop, kneeling on George Floyd's neck, that represents the oppression. The fact that Esau has had his knee or has had his foot on our necks for 400 plus years, within this land. All right. So hey, George Floyd was spiritual, but like I said, the Most High allowed that to happen because that was a further awakening to show the true case, Salakia, to truly showcase the wickedness of Esau Edom, and also to put this man's true character out there, because many want to believe that Esau Edom has changed, that he's not the same barbaric, cruel monster that he once was when slavery and the Jim Crow and the KKK and all that. People actually believe that Esau Edom has actually changed, but no. You see, you're gonna realize that this is that same devil, man. All right, you're gonna realize that this is that same devil, and there's a scripture on that, but for some reason right now it's escaping me. Lord willing, it comes back to me. But yeah, this is that same old devil. Matter of fact, what I can tell you all about Shem Yahushai, as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Yeah, what I can tell you all about Shem Yahushai. All right, Sirach, Sirach 12:10-11. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. Okay, so even though this devil might, come down and, say, I'm not racist, or, I'm not like my ancestors. Okay, though he humble himself, you know what I'm saying? Like he try to come in that humble spirit and go crouching, what? Yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust has not altogether been wiped away. Okay, so like the old saying goes, a leopard cannot change his spots. All right, Esau Edom was created to be the wicked, so that's what he's gonna be. All right, and George Floyd and other incidents related to cop killings before that was a direct representation that this devil has not changed. That this is the same devil, man. This is the same oppressive, slave master that had you in slavery. All right, that this devil's hate for you has not changed. Okay, reading on, it says, for instance, it would prohibit employers from providing training that espouses, promotes, advances, inculcates, or compels people to believe they bear responsibility for or should be discriminated against or receive adverse treatment because of actions committed in the past by other members of the same race, color, sex, or national origin. Okay, so basically these Edomites are trying to, hold themselves exempt from the crimes of their ancestors. All right, they're trying to say that we are not responsible for the wickedness of our people. All right, but hey, what I'm saying, these Edomites don't understand that you are, because number one, you are your ancestors. Okay, come back today in the spirit. Okay, and number two, all right, the sins of the father shall be visited upon the children. All right, let's go ahead and get that real quick again. The sins of the father shall be visited. Let's see if it pop up through this. That's what the sins of the numbers. Let's see. That's not what I want. The sins of the fathers. The sins of the fathers shall be visited upon the sons. Numbers, the Lord is long suffering and of great mercy. Okay, so basically, man, as it is written, the sins of the fathers shall be visited upon the children. All right, and What these Edomites refuse to acknowledge is that they have benefited from the wickedness of their ancestors. Okay, they still have the land that they stole from the Native Americans still in their possession. Okay, they put them on reservations. Okay, we still hear the Israelites, the tribe of Judah, that they put in hardcore slavery. Okay, they benefited from all of that. Okay, they had 250 years of free labor to build up their kingdom. All right, that's how all of these Edomite nations became so rich, off of the backs of Jake, man. All right, and this is what they refuse to acknowledge. Okay, if it wasn't for you having, for basically for you, going all around the earth and subjugating the nations as well as the children of Israel, this devil would still be in a very, very low estate. Okay, but that was all for prophecy to come forth, because as his consolation prize, when he lost the blessing, okay, which that was never his blessing to begin with, but as a consolation prize, he was given the blessing of the sword, and also to have the fatness of the earth. Okay, so through his blessing, he has gone all around the earth, rape, robbing, and murdering everything that stood in his path. You see? But these devils have benefited from their ancestors' works. All right, and they haven't repented. Okay, now you may have, if you ask the average Edomite, how they feel about slavery, and how they feel about the oppression of black people, so-called black people, Hispanics and Native Americans, they'll tell you, oh well, that's wrong. Okay, that's not right. I don't agree with that, right? But that's as far as they'll go. You see, that's as far as these Edomites will go, as far as their sentiment, man. They won't put any action to show that they're sorry. Now, let me tell you something. If these Edomites were truly sorry about the actions of their ancestors and what they continue to benefit off of today, which is they have all of the wealth in their communities, okay, they live in the best neighborhoods, they have the best jobs, okay, they have access to all the resources, okay, they control all of this, but they got all of that through the sword, man, through slavery, through deception. That's how they gained all of that. You see? And their descendants, which are on the earth today, they benefit from that. But they claim that, they think that's horrible and they're sorry. Well, if you Edomites are so sorry, man, why don't you give back the land that you stole from the Native Americans? All right? Why don't you pay reparations unto Jake that you had in slavery, that you had in hardcore slavery for hundreds of years? All right, here it is. This Biden administration can drop $1,200 in the pockets of every American, but you can't give, you know what I'm saying, like you can't give Jake reparations for slavery. So your hands just stop short at that, right? But you can do everything else. You can pay the small hats over there in the land of Israel millions and millions of dollars every year, and nothing even happened to them. But Jake, right here in America, okay, so-called black people right here in America, we get nothing. We just get the short end of the stick. Okay, so that shows you that these devils are truly not repentant, man. Okay, because they're not willing to put any actions to show that they're truly sorry, to show that they're truly repentant of the evil that their ancestors have committed. All right, because if Esau was truly sorry, if he was truly repentant, then Esau, okay, would give back all of the land that he stole. Okay, he would return all of the riches, all of the wealth unto those that it should belong to rightfully. All right, he would give reparations, and he would take his ass back to Mount Seir. Because that's the only rightful place where Esau belongs, is in Mount Seir. All right, Esau does not belong in Australia or North or South America, Europe, Africa, anywhere else where you see Edomites other than Mount Seir. They don't belong there. All right, they're not supposed to be there, because that was not given to them as an inheritance, but they gained that by the sword. All right, they gained their whole kingdom by way of the sword. Okay, rape, robbery, murder, exploitation, man. That's how Esau got his system. But they don't want to talk about that. And that's why they're trying to hide the facts. Okay, that's why they're trying to pass these bills and pass these laws. You see, because a criminal doesn't like to be exposed. A criminal doesn't like his dirt to be brought to the light because that condemns him. That makes him afraid. You see? So like the fugitive and the vagabond that he is, Esau is going to continue to hide the truth. All right? Let's continue on with this article. It also prohibits making people feel discomfort, guilt, anguish, or any other form of psychological distress on account of his or her race, color, sex, or national origin. Okay, so you don't want other Edomites to feel uncomfortable. Okay, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to make them feel guilty. But here it is. You know, when Jake was under you in a hardcore bondage, you ain't give a damn about whether Jake was comfortable or not. You see? There was a time where, you know, a so-called black man couldn't even look a Edomite in the eye unless he was being spoken to. And if you did, then that was a great offense. All right, you could even be put to death for that. You see? So where was all of this, you know, sentiment towards Jake when we were uncomfortable, when we were going through anguish and psychological distress? Huh? Where was that then? But you want to do it for Edomites because you understand that now you're being scrutinized, that now you're in the hot seat. Now the Edomites are in the hot seat now. So now they're feeling the brunt of the interrogation. All right, so they don't want their dirt to come to light, man. They just want to sit back, enjoy the spoils of their kingdom, and don't have nobody say nothing about it. All right, but hey, the Most High is gonna require your kingdom, man. All right. The bill would allow teachers to facilitate discussions, Salakia, on topics including sexism, slavery, racial oppression, and racial segregation in an quote-unquote age-appropriate manner. Okay, but it states that classroom instruction and curriculum may not be used to indoctrinate or persuade students to a particular point of view, inconsistent with the principles of this subsection or state academic standards. All right, so hey, man. Esau is clearly hurt. All right, Esau is hurt by the truth. Okay, that's Esau's kryptonite, man, the truth. And when the truth starts to come out, these devils start to get triggered. All right, these devils start to get triggered. They, you know, they start to scatter. They go in defense mode. All right, because like I said, a criminal doesn't like to be exposed. A criminal doesn't like to be brought up on charges, man. All right. So this is Habakkuk 2:16. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. Okay, so right now the Most High is uncovering that foreskin of Esau Edom. Okay, he's digging up his dirt and he's exposing this man to the entire world. All right, and hey, Esau can't take it. All right, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is exposing this devil to the whole entire world, man. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be upon thy glory. You see that? So what's happening now? Okay, shameful spewing is upon the glory of the Edomites. Okay, because here you have it. I remember in school when they used to teach about, you know, Christopher Columbus and, you know, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and, you know, all these, you know, so-called great Edomites. Okay, Alexander the Great. All right, they used to teach. Hey, they used to teach about these devils with pride too, man. Like, oh, Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1492 and discovered America. You see, that's how they speak about it though. But they don't tell you. They don't tell you about the repercussions of Christopher Columbus coming to America and you know, gaining this land. They just stop right there that he discovered America, but they don't tell you what this devil did when he came over here. This man slaughtered millions upon millions of natives, man. All right. So much so to where, you know, this man wrote in his journals that he couldn't even put his sword down for not 1 hour. You see? So, hey, Christopher Columbus Christopher Columbus was a straight up, devil, man. All right, but they exalt this man. They uphold this man as or as some kind of great figure, as if he should be exalted. You see. But now the truth is coming out about Christopher Columbus. Okay, now people are saying that wow, Christopher Columbus was an evil man. All right. A lot of some states have even changed the name of Columbus Day into Native People's Day or whatever, which all that is just Esau seeking to please the poor. All right, so that's all BS too. But you know, the point is that the truth is out, man. Okay, the cat is out the bag. All right, and like I said, Esau is being exposed on all fronts. Okay, all of these great Edomite, so-called heroes that they once held up and they exalted. Okay, the truth is coming out about these guys. They was wicked. Okay, that they did some very evil things in order to gain their kingdom. Okay, that's why I say it's shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. Okay, the glory of the Edomites is being shamed. You see, Obadiah 1:10, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Okay, so for the violence against the children of Israel, okay, shame shall cover thee, shame shall cover Esau, man, because of the violence that you have committed against Jacob. Okay, all of the hangings. Okay, Esau was hanging Jake, burning Jake, rape, buck breaking, raping the women, raping the men, little boys, saying little girls. All right, gator bait, gator bait, man. Cutting open the stomach of pregnant Israelite women. Cutting out the fetus, stomping on it, and then letting dogs eat it, man. All right, these are the atrocious and very cruel and wicked acts that Esau was doing to our people. All right. Then the other day I was looking at I was looking into this to this guy named Thomas Thistlewood, which was a slave master in Jamaica. All right, which that's where my people come from. But you know what I'm saying? Like he was a slave trader that came from Jamaica. All right, and he had a very cruel and sick form of punishment called the Derby's dose. All right, where basically to punish slaves, he what I'm saying, he would take a slave, okay, bind him up, tie him up, all right, and he would put a gag mask on that slave's head, okay, so his mouth would stay open. Then he would call another slave to then defecate inside of the slave that was being punished mouth. All right. Then after that, he would close it up and allow the slave to gag. Okay. He would allow Jake to gag on this shit. Okay. Until you eventually had to swallow, man. All right. So these are the cruel and very sick and twisted, barbaric ways that this devil dealt treacherously with our people. Okay. And because of that, shame is now covering him. Okay. Now that Esau is being attacked from every angle. All right. There's nowhere that this man can go where his sins are not being remembered. And that's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay. And that's why it says thou shalt be cut off forever. Okay. After these devils serve their 1,000 years of hardcore, rigorous bondage, they're going to be cut off forever. Okay. They are going to be as if they never been. You see? And that's the harshest judgment out of all the nations. All right. Because after the 1,000 years are up, the nations are going to be allowed to have their own lands and they're going to be allowed to, do their own thing pretty much, but they're still going to be under the authority of the Israelites. All right. But they're going to be allowed to have their lands and have their families. But, everything is going to be in order under Yahweh Shai and under the Israelites. All right. They're going to have to serve our power and, keep the commandments. All right. But Esau, okay, Esau is going to be completely cut off. All right, Esau is going to be burnt up. All right, it tells you in the book of Obadiah that the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame. You know, and roughly paraphrasing that, you know, Esau is going to be burnt up, and there shall be none remaining of the house of Esau, man. You see? So there shall be none remaining of the house of Esau. Okay? So Edomites are going to be completely done away with for the violence against their brother Jacob, man, for that perpetual hatred. All right? Obadiah 1 and 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? And that's mainly being done through the prophets, okay? Because we continuously sign and crying against this damn devil, okay? Because we continuously digging up information on his treacherous acts, on all of his wicked acts, his things are being searched out, all right? And because of the internet, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have all of this information that's now out here that's easily accessible to millions of people around the world. All right. So now, you know, all of Esau's evil is you know, common knowledge. Okay. People are researching these things. People are looking into these things. All right. And they're finding out. They are finding out in a nutshell, pretty much, that Esau is the devil that the Bible speaks of. All right. That this man has deceived the entire earth. That this man has you know, ran the earth down into the ground, down into hell, man. All right, that this man has you know, destroyed the earth. Okay, that you know, basically, that this is the man of sin. Okay, so hey, all of Esau's hidden things are being sought up, man. And what I want to do, I want to go ahead and, you know, we're gonna check this video out by Amber Ruffin. Now, Amber Ruffin, she's, you know, she's like a comedian. You know what I'm saying? So she, you know, the way her show is set up, it's like a late night, you know, comedy talk show or whatever. But, you know, she be bringing out good information. You know, she be bringing out some very historically accurate and relevant information on her show. So I just have this 6-minute video here. You know, we're gonna check it out real quick. You know, just to show you, drive home the point even more, that hey, Esau's sins are continuously being sought up. All right, and a lot of this thing isn't even commonly known. Okay, but in this time, because the Lord is exposing Esau, Edom, these things are being brought to the light. Let's go ahead and check this out. And every time Jake tries to strives towards being independent and being self-sufficient, Esau got to come in and just break everything down, just destroy everything, man. All right. As it is written, the thief cometh not but to steal, kill, and destroy. And who is that thief? Esau, Edom. All right. This man has stolen lands. He's stolen identities. He's stolen cultures. He's stolen the Israelites. You see? So this is what happens when you have the wicked in rulership, man. As it's written in the book of Job, the earth has been given into the hands of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So if Esau is not the wicked, then who is? Show me who is the wicked. All right, that's basically what Job is saying, man. But as you can see, yo, Esau came in, you know, destroyed Jake out of this area where they was at, okay, and flooded it up, made a damn lake out of it, man. If this not the damn devil, okay, and this is not the only instance to where this man has done this. Like, it's plenty more that has been curried up, that's been covered up, Salakia, and buried. All right, through history, man. All right, so hey, Esau got to pay. All right, so so you mean to tell me that Esau is just going to be able to just walk into the kingdom scot free? That he's going to be rubbing shoulders with the Israelites? That he's not going to have to pay for his crimes? All right. Hey, we had to pay for our crimes. Okay, that's why as a nation we went into slavery under you Edomites, man. So we had to pay for our crimes. Now the time is coming to where you're gonna have to pay for yours. The time is coming now where you're gonna have to drink of that cup, Esau, to where you're gonna be the base man that you are. Okay, you're going to be brought back to your rightful position, man. All right, you're gonna have shackles and chains on your neck. All right, you're going to be the proverb and the byword, man. All right, that's going to be you, because that's what you have done to the apple of the Lord's eye, the Israelites, man. And you had no mercy. You had no regard for the Israelites. You ain't give a damn if they was old, young, woman, or man. All right, you was going in and you was going hard. Okay, so because of that, You're gonna be cut off forever, man. As it says in Obadiah 1 and 10. Y'all shall be cut off forever. You see? So no, man. Esau is not gonna get away scot free and you know what I'm saying, just ride off into the sunset. That ain't gonna happen. Okay, the Most High is gonna bring recompense unto these damn devils, man. All right, let's continue on. All right, so check this out, right? All across America, all across the U.S., after slavery, mind you, Jake had prospering towns in pretty much every state that there was. Okay, you name it. Black Wall Street, Rosewood. Okay, Seneca Village in New York, which was named Yorktown. Okay, you had I forget the name of the town that was in Chicago, but bottom line, it was all over. Okay, we had communities all over the U.S., man, where we had our own communities. We were separate away from Esau. Okay, and we was prospering. We was thriving. Okay, so no, we don't need Esau, man. Okay, so because Esau see Jake doing better than him, prospering better than him in his own kingdom, he gets jealous and he comes in and he has to wreck shop, man. Okay, he has to come in and be the devil that he is. You see, because Esau can't take to see that his brother, who's supposed to be under him, still outshines him in his own kingdom. Esau not about to have that, man. You see, but this devil went, destroyed every single black town that there was in America to the point now where there's none left. Okay, this man destroyed the wealth of the future generations, man. Okay, he took the land, he gentrified it, he sucked the resources out of those neighborhoods, man, to the point now where you can't even find some of these towns, man, to where it's just like they never existed. Okay, but you let Esau tell that black people never had nothing. Okay, black people are just 3/5 of a human being. You see, and that you just need to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Well, Esau, what about Black Wall Street? Huh? What about Rosewood? What about Seneca Village? Huh? What about Chicago, man? We did pull ourselves up by our bootstraps. But what happened? You came in, okay, and you used the sword, okay? Going back to that sword, you used the sword to come in and destroy everything that we built for ourselves. You came in with the military, you had dogs, you know what I'm saying? You was dropping bombs on these towns, man. All right? So never let no Edomite tell you that, black people are lazy, man. Okay? We're in the condition that we are in now because Esau did not allow us to prosper. Esau did not allow us to thrive and have our own communities, man. If that happened, we would not be in the position that we're in now. But of course, we know that these things had to happen because these are the curses that are upon us. Okay, being in the land of our enemies, being in the land of our captivity, these curses will be a sign and a wonder upon us, man, as it is written in the book of Deuteronomy, the 68th chapter. All right, so this is all prophecy being fulfilled. But once again, okay, these devils are being exposed and these things are being dug up. All right, you can't hide these things anymore, Esau. You're being scrutinized. The finger is now being pointed at you, Esau, and you can't take it. And that's why you're trying to pass bills against the truth. Okay, against the truth coming out against you. All right, so y'all get the point, man. Okay, Esau came in and destroyed everything that the Israelites ever had for themselves after slavery. Okay, so this is what this man is responsible for. And yes, the sins of the father will be visited upon the children, man, because you don't see these Edomite youth out here rising up against their government, demanding that the government do something about what was done about the past. They are comfortable and complicit in Babylon the Great because they have all the benefits. Okay, so they're comfortable while the Israelites have nothing, while we're on the bottom of the bottom, while we have to jump over all these hoops and hurdles just to get to where they at. When they born like that, man, you know. Now, of course, you have Edomites that don't have. Okay, you have so-called white trash that the elite just don't give it, just don't give a shit about. Okay, so that just even shows you more right there that Esau don't even give a damn about his own people. Okay, to even set up his own people. Okay, you know what I'm saying? You got all these homeless Edomites out here, all right, begging for change in a very low estate. All right, so if Esau will do his own people like that, then how much more so the Israelites? All right, how much more so Israel, man? You see? Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine. Okay, by his philosophies. Okay, by his religion, Christianity. All right, by his you know what I'm saying, you know, different things that he pushed, man. You know, LGBTQ. Okay, transgender. All right, GMO foods, chemtrails. All right, because he transgressed the law, statutes, and commandments by his wine. Okay, he is a proud man. All right, the proudest man upon the face of the earth. Neither keepeth at home. Okay, so this man is going all around the planet Earth, subduing, killing, and destroying, man. All right, he does not keep at home because Esau's home is Mount Seir. All right, that's the only place where these Edomites should be, is in the caves and the clefts of the rocks of Mount Seir, man. If you see an Edomite anywhere other than Mount Seir, they're not supposed to be there. All right, they are supposed to be in Mount Seir. All right, who enlarges his desire is hell. Okay, so it is Esau's desire to create complete hell upon earth, man. Okay, to destroy everything, to have everything in a very low vibration, in a very low state. All right, this is his desire. All right, and he is definitely excelled at that. Okay, he is definitely past that with flying colors. All right, and is as death. All right, everywhere that this man is gone, he has brought death. Okay, there's nowhere that you can say upon the planet Earth where Esau has laid his foot to where he has brought life. Okay, everywhere he has brought the exact opposite, man, which is death. Okay, everywhere Esau goes, death follows him. Okay, so this man is as death, the harbinger of death, man, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people. And how does he do that? By the way of Babylon the Great. Okay, now what is Babylon the Great known as? The great melting pot, right? To where all nations, to where he has gathered unto him all nations and heaped unto him all people. Okay, all the nations of the earth aspire to come to Babylon the Great to have a better life, to become rich, okay? To have that so-called American dream, to have that Babylon dream. All right, but hey, all that's being taken away because the Most High is crumbling this place, bringing this place down. All right, Esau's rulership is coming to an end, man. And this devil knows it. That's why he about to come down with great wrath, because he knows that his time is short. All right, Micah 2 verse 2, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man and his heritage. Okay, so when Esau Edom came over to the so-called New World, okay, with Christopher Columbus claimed he discovered America, but he ain't discovered nothing because there was already people here. But he claimed that he discovered America. All right, and when he did, and not just in America, but all over the earth. Okay, this man has coveted fields, man. All right, and take them by violence. So hey, this man is stolen Australia, stolen Europe, stolen Africa, stolen the Americas. Okay, wherever the Edomites are, they're not supposed to be there. They took them by violence, by way of the sword, man. Okay, as it is written in Genesis 27. All right, it says, "And by the sword shalt thou live." Okay, so Esau has lived by the sword for his entire existence, man. Why? Because that is his blessing. It's like in houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. Okay, so they oppress a man and his house. Okay, you take the land, you know what I'm saying, you kick those that should rightfully inhabit the land off of the land, and you take it unto yourself, man. And then at that, you oppress a man's heritage. Okay, Israelites, prime example. When you had us in hardcore slavery, you beat our heritage out of us, man. Okay, you gave us new names. All right, you had us, forget our customs. All right, you had us eating swine, man. All right, you had us worshiping a false Messiah. Okay, used our own book against us, man. You claimed yourself that you are the Israelites. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got the small hats over there in Israel, And also in America, talking about they're the real Jews, talking about they are the Israelites. Okay, even a man in his heritage, man. You see. So hey, man, Esau is greatly offended. Okay, Esau his Esau has great judgment coming unto him. Okay, for all of the wickedness and the evil that he has perpetuated within the earth, especially against the children of Israel. And because of the shameful spewing that is now upon his glory, he now wants to cover his tracks like the fugitive and the vagabond that he is, okay, and just try to make these things go away. All right, but hey, Esau, you can't make these things go away, man. All right, what's all that's going down right now is of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, so you can't stop it. Okay, this is not a carnal thing, man. This is all through the spirit. All right, this is all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and this is how your kingdom is being broken down. Okay, through the prophets, through this word being brought out, man. Okay, that's why you're being exposed. That's why the spirit in the earth has changed to be against you, man. You see? So hey, man, Esau's hurt. All right, and this man is almost out of here. Hopefully that lesson was edifying through the spirit. Call Halal Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakah Kadash. Peace and blessings to all the Akim and the Akwat out there, diligently listening to learning, pushing his truth, diligently laboring to the four corners of the earth. And until next time, Lord willing, I say Shalom unto the elect.